Hey, what's up, everybody? As always, y'all let me know how I sound, if the sound is good enough. Just let me know if you can hear my voice. It's not going to be music from the game right now. Just let me know if you can hear my voice. Alright, several people say the sound is good, so I'm going to roll with that. It's good enough for me. I do want to apologize for the delay, you all. I'll be honest, it's basically a medical type thing, just my body adjusting to something. So I did lay down for a while, ended up laying down longer than expected. That's all it is. I'm just adjusting. But yeah, I still want to make sure I went ahead and did the stream tonight though. Anthony, thank you very much. Kat, thank you very much. Becca, thank you very much. So you all, I do have moderators in the chat. A couple of friends of mine that are also YouTubers. So I'm glad to see that they are here to help out. I'm going to let you all know I'm playing Fortnite again, and I probably will switch up the game that I play, even though I know it's not all about the gameplay with these. But yeah, I'm probably gonna still play Fortnite for the time being, especially since I'm trying to accomplish some stuff. Yeah, thanks for understanding, lame sauce. I'm good now, though. Like I said, I just had to get some rest this evening. Just stuff catches up. That's all it is. But other than that, yes, he King asking. I had a pretty good day overall. Yeah, Cobra Battle Royale. That's pretty much all I play right now in this game. I haven't played the PvE mode, but I do want to check it out eventually. Basically, when I have more time to do that. Shafiq, I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I want to get into figures somewhat, but I don't know the prices though. I mean, the price. I do want to mix things up, and I do want to get into Marvel Legends. I said it before. I want to get the Marvel Legends Thanos, but I also want to get Mysterio. I know there's some others that just came out, like from that the wave that Mysterio is in. Basically, I want to get some other figures from that particular wave, and maybe possibly the latest Deadpool wave also. Clint, that I saw the 8-bit Barb in a picture. That it looks pretty good. I think it's one of the better looking 8-bits I've seen.
Hey bro, hey bro, hey bro.
Yeah, hold on for a moment.
Yeah. Just one moment.
Which mom?
Just
Okay. Now y'all probably not couldn't hear them, but I had some voices in the party. I had to mute that. Puppet Master figures. I'm still hoping that happens. Mark, I can't take responsibility for that. A lot of people said I've gotten them addicted into pop collecting. I can't be completely responsible for that. Yeah, Ronan, I definitely wanted to address that because I saw that bit of news also. People's pre-orders for the McDonald's Pops are they're getting canceled. So I know a lot of people are concerned right now. Oh, Sal, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know there's more than one Mysterio. Please send me pictures when you get the chance of that. But just because the orders are getting canceled, the pre-orders are getting canceled for the McDonald's Pops, I don't think that means that they're not making them necessarily. It just might be that Funko realized there's an opportunity to make them maybe a little more exclusive. So yeah, ThinkGeek is a sister store to GameStop. so that's why they also canceled the pre-order. But again, like I said, I mean, it's not like Funko is saying they're not gonna make them, but you know, they might have decided that they're gonna release them in a different way. Like when I first heard about the McDonald's Pops, I just assumed right away, like, okay, these will probably be like on the Funko Shop or something like that, you know. And I know some people may not like that if that's what ends up happening, if you know if they make them tougher to get. But again, it's an opportunity for them to get a lot of excitement out of those figures, which I think they can do. But part of it could be that they don't have the approval yet. You know, that could be the issue. And I forgot, y'all. After this game, I'm gonna have to make sure I run solo games. I don't want to be annoying to the party that I'm with. I'm not sure if they're hearing all this stuff on the stream or not. Yeah, Shafiq, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, canceled orders. That doesn't mean that they're always like the pops are not gonna be made. But yeah, I think that they're gonna jump on that opportunity to release them in a different way to get more excitement out of them. But Funko does have to be careful because you know, they gotta make sure they're getting the approval for their designs and everything. Because I've seen that there have been some issues with that lately. You know, as I mentioned before, that's why there was the change up with Pennywise, like with the eyes or whatever. I guess they didn't do the eyes the way that they, you know, the people that made the, you know, the filmmakers wanted them to be made, basically. Yeah, so I didn't know that happened with Avengers Infinity War as well. But like I said though, yeah, if Funko's got to be careful about that, or they're gonna mess around and lose some of these good licenses they have. Yeah, I know a lot of people are still looking for Yondu. Like I've been saying, I wouldn't give up on him just yet. I mean, you never know if he'll release again or not. I'm not gonna let him through in good condition. You know, like I said, at least one of them because I ordered two. I don't mind having one out of box, but I would like one with the box in good condition. A collector's own, you have to explain that for me. How is GameStop violating it? Clint, is that true? They lost the Power Rangers license? If they did, I wouldn't be surprised because they made some mistakes with the Power Rangers. I know a lot of fans weren't happy about that. King, and I'm gonna try my best, you all, to keep up with the questions. King, my favorite game right now. I mean, I'm playing Fortnite mainly because I really am enjoying it. But if you have the PSN, you know, PlayStation Network, and you got a PS4, Bloodborne is free right now. That's like my favorite game of all time. I'm really hoping more people will get into that. Uh, Funko to Okay, I see what you're saying, Collector's Zone. Yeah, I've been wondering about that GameStop. You know, with these lists, they've been putting out a lot of, like, letting a lot of information get out early, and then doing these pre-orders way earlier than other stores. So yeah, that I can see that being a problem, basically. Like already, you know, it's because of GameStop that I think there's some information out there already about SDCC. Yeah, okay, collectors on. I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, I think GameStop has just been a little overzealous, but I mean, you know, it's been helping them to get sales, so I don't know, but yeah, I could see them going against some of the things that Funko wants, because I know for a lot of people, the leaks are exciting when they find out things early, but that's not always good for the company, though, especially when they're still working out things with the licensing and getting approval and all of that. Pork Chop and Wesley. Uh, why am I drawing a blank? Who is Wesley? Let me know, Anthony, who Wesley is. When am I gonna get info on SDCC? Well, I just shared some info in the last video, but as far as official information, it's gonna be a while. That's why I keep saying You know, people need to kind of be patient with that because it's not till summer, you know, that I mean like really really into summer when SDCC happens. I think it's July, so it's going to be a while. Mark, my favorite weapon whenever I get the gold scar in this game, then I'm happy. Shafiq, I'm not sure how that happened that some people got more than one Yandu. It could be that even though you could only order two at one time, I don't know if that stopped them from going back in and ordering again. You know, especially if they were able to order as a guest. Uh, yeah, yeah, like I said, GameStop is definitely making some mistakes, but hopefully that'll all be cleared up because you know, I'm not going to completely put down GameStop because there's still a overall they can be a good source for pops, especially if you do pre-orders. So, you know, I don't want to completely put them down. Jennifer, what's up? Faith, I understand that SDCC is, yeah, it's a lot of money goes. Honestly, with Emerald City Comic Con, I ended up spending more than I thought I would. It's partly because I got some figures for trade, and then some. I'll tell you, I got some that I might use for giveaways. So yeah, I ended up spending more than I thought I would with it. Yeah, Target. I think it depends on where you live, Ronan. You know how good the shipping is. I ordered the classic Black Panther. Mine came in perfect condition. I was actually pretty surprised based off of what I've been seeing from you know other YouTubers the way the packages arrive. So you know, like I said, with Yondu, I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, I really didn't. I need to do more pre-orders at GameStop. Pre-ordering at GameStop really does give you a chance at chase figures. I mean, it doesn't guarantee it, but it is a chance at least. Yeah, Cat. You know, I've been kind of bad mouthing Target, but yeah, for some people it's been solid with shipping. Uh, I don't know what happened with flock bugs. There are several people that got. I mean, Becca knows all about this. There were several people that got really damaged flock bugs. The boxes were smashed. Even the pops themselves had some issues. Yeah, Clint, I never had an issue with them. The only thing about Entertainment Earth, I guess, is part of their agreement with Funko is that um, they don't deliver pops until they've been in the stores for a while. So I mean, maybe that's the type of deal that they worked out with them. Yeah, I know some people had some damaged Rick and Morty's, the toxic Rick and Morty. That might be why they're showing up in some Target stores because they're probably returns. I can't get shots from here. Wow. Yeah, people's luck is definitely varying from you know, store to store. Like I said, I think it's a lot about where you live, just because of how people package them differently. Uh, you know, even that people that had a good box for Gizmo, you know, I've heard several people say that they didn't like the paint job on Gizmo, the way they actually put it together, which is kind of unfortunate. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to play a different mode the next time, the next game, because this is too hectic right now. If you all know about Fortnite, this game mode right here is teams of 20. Chase and Rob, what's up? Thank you for coming through, man. By the way, if y'all check out Chase and Rob, he had his video earlier sharing the Legion of Collectors box. That box is so good, it really is almost sad that Legion of Collectors is done as a subscription box. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm focusing on the game for a moment because I'm hearing somebody creeping. Oh, I knew it. I knew somebody was there. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, lame sauce. I'm still wondering that too about how the box is gonna work at retail. But like I said before, I said it on the last live stream, Funko really has already been doing mystery boxes at retail, so it's not completely new for them. Because they did several boxes with GameStop. I can't remember if they did them with other stores, but they have done several boxes exclusive to GameStop. So yeah, it's not going to be something completely new for them. Okay, so yeah, I'm switching it up here to solo play so I can focus a little bit more on the comments. Uh, Yeah, Toys R Us. Yeah, I saw that Toys R Us is in a really tough spot. They had already closed like 180 stores. Then there was that announcement that they were closing like 200 more. Now it just seems like yeah, if they don't get some help, they're going under, which is kind of crazy for me to think. I mean, like myself and so many other people grew up with Toys R Us. It's kind of crazy to think of a company like that going under, but it could possibly happen. Man, if Toys R Us does go under, I'm gonna definitely miss them, because that's one of the main stores I actually hunt at, just because there's the locations are good for me. They're pretty easy to get to, so and they do pretty good with their stock. I mean, there is some box damage, but you can expect that because I mean it is a toy store, But overall, I've had good experiences with Toys R Us at least going to the store, so. We'll see what happens. They're not completely done, but we'll see what happens though. The grumpy nerd, it's about Fortnite. Fortnite is this game is brutal. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have much love for you. You die a lot in this game. Flock Geoffrey is actually supposed to come out. I forgot. I think I shared the date in the latest Funko News video. I can't think of it off the top of my head. If I didn't share the date, then I said it's coming very soon, at least. But Flock Geoffrey and the original Geoffrey too. I don't know. I mean, the value might go up, but it's kind of sad though. It's gonna be kind of sad pops to have. Oh, congratulations, Jennifer, getting a solo win. Yeah, definitely not always easy in this game. Yeah, March 25th. Thank you, Cali Pops. Like I said, I knew the Flock Geoffrey was on the way pretty soon. But yeah, like I was saying though, that's gonna be kind of a sad pop to even look at now if Toys R Us actually goes under. And I just have an out of box Geoffrey, the original one, just because a subscriber was nice enough to send that my way. He just happened to have one out of box. A grumpy nerd, I guess you could hit me up, maybe, private message me, let me know what you got going on there as far as your pops are concerned. Yeah, I think Vast Quest Collections, I really think because of this possibility of Toys R Us going under, that probably is gonna make that pop even more sought after. I don't even think people are gonna complain too much about them double dipping with that pop. You know, Funko doing the original and then the flock version, just because the potential for the value. And honestly, I mean, you think about it, really now it's not even just about Funko. It's just the fact that it's Toys R Us. I mean, Toys R Us going under would be crazy. Clint, video about most wanted TV show pops. Yeah, that's something I've been meaning to do. I do want to get around to that. As a matter of fact, earlier in my comments today, and I want to hear what you all think about this. Somebody mentioned the possibility of well, somebody basically asked me, have they ever done that '70s show pops? And but I'm just saying, I don't even know if people would be interested in that, because that '70s show, I used to love that series, but once Topher Grace left, they should have ended the series. The last seasons were really rough. I mean, they were just not good. So I don't know. Like, I really don't know if that '70s show would do well. One pop I would like to see from TV, even though again the series wasn't like great. I mean, but I think a Dexter pop would be cool. Like I said, Dexter, that series is not the strongest series, but I still like the character of Dexter, so I think that would be cool. Oh, something else too. I feel like I'm getting all into my TV list now. But I saw a article early, I think it was on IGN, basically saying that they could possibly do a Sopranos movie, like a sequel movie. Well, not sequel, but prequel movie based on Sopranos. Oh, I guess somebody creeping around me. Which, if they do that, if they actually do a Sopranos movie, then that does open up the potential for some, Sopranos related pops. And I've been saying I really want them to do like two versions of Tony Soprano, one of him in a suit, one of him in like, casual attire or whatever. Like that striped shirt he would wear with a cigar in hand. I think that'd be cool. Dexter's Laboratory and some of those other Cartoon Network shows, it seems like they have exclusivity with Titans vinyls. So that's why I think you don't see, some of those characters. Ah, can't believe that guy took me out that fast. Shafiq, I did a video earlier today to answer some questions that I've been getting repeatedly, so please make sure you check that out. I think the video's like less than 5 minutes, and it does answer a lot of the questions that I've been getting repeatedly. So yeah, check that one out. And the reason I did that video, you all, is because when I do my live streams, like I've been watching other people's live streams, I do check them out. I don't always comment, but sometimes I will check them out, especially if I'm like working on Funko News or something. I'll just let that kind of run. But yeah, I've been noticing that people get the same questions a lot, and I've started to get the same questions a lot, and I really want my live streams to be unique from each other. I want to mix it up basically. So yeah, that's why I did that video, to get some of those repeated questions out of the way. Yeah, Anthony, thank you for that. Are you all are seeing Anthony as Wheelhouse Media? Yeah, thank you for that. I saw somebody mention Groot. I guess you're referring to the new one based off Avengers Infinity War, because there's a lot a lot of Groot pops. And they, like I said, they've done two thus far for Avengers Infinity War. I wouldn't be surprised if they did more. I don't know if they'll do any more of Gravity Falls. And honestly, I like, what characters would you want to see from Gravity Falls? I think they did pretty good with the ones they chose. But yeah, I mean, they could do more, but I just don't know if they will. Especially since that series was kind of short-lived, because they did have a specific plot in mind, and once that plot was done, the series was done. Oh, the glow Groot. Okay. That Infinity War Groot, personally, I'm probably gonna pass on that unless I see it up close and I actually end up liking it. But more than likely, I'm gonna pass on that one. I might as well try to land on one of these bullseyes. I got these bullseye challenges going on right now in Fortnite. That, oh, King Groot. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all are just saying Groot. I get what you're saying now. Cause that's Contest of Champions. Yeah, I don't want the common King Groot. I gotta get that Target exclusive. That thing looks phenomenal. So yeah, I really do want that. I'm waiting on that. I think it's supposed to release later this month. So I'm keeping my eyes open for that one. Elsa, thank you for that. Yeah, a lot of people, been saying they appreciate Funko News, and I appreciate that because yeah, it's a lot of work. Um, the Funko News videos, they take hours to put together. I mean, it really is a lot of time, so I'm glad when people do appreciate it. And that's why you all, I do want to put this out there real quick. That is why sometimes I get frustrated when people come to those videos and try to nitpick things. Because I'm like, I'm telling you, like, I've already worked a full day at my, my full-time job, and then I come home and I spend hours working on the Funko News videos. That's why I don't like to hear people nitpicking, because there's a lot to that. And I am a one-man show putting those videos together. I don't have anybody helping me with the editing or anything like that. So, yeah, that's why I can get a little frustrated at times when people want to nitpick. Uh, oh, thank you, Alina. I guess that's how you say your name. Fading that bullseye. Yeah, I still got to hit like I think I got to hit like 4 more of those to get the well, to finish off that challenge. Ah, this is not good. Yeah, I was out of luck there. All I had was a shotgun. Just started the game. Lame Sauce said you like the soapbox videos. I do want to do another soapbox video based off of something I already talked about on the live stream. I just want to expand on it, and that's basically talking about how some people are trying to rush their success on YouTube, and some people are trying to rush to get big numbers. Yeah, and you all let me know what you think about that. Okay, thank you, Alina. But yeah, you all let me know what you think about that as far as that being the next soapbox video that I do. Um, because that's like the main one on my mind right now, to address what's going on with YouTube with so many people trying to rush and get a big following very quickly. Uh, figures will um that's something I've thought about. I just saw the question about would I do figures news. I don't know, like that's a whole other world basically, and I've actually seen a guy, I'm sorry I cannot think of his name right now, but I know I've seen a guy on YouTube that does news on based on figures, and I think he does a pretty decent job. So I don't know, like I would have to think about that for a while. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has some crazy designs. Those would be really good pop figures. Um, and I know Becca will agree with me. There needs to be a lot more anime pop figures. I feel like it's not enough. That's something she kind of drew my attention to because that's what she collects. And then I realized I'm like, yeah, they're not covering enough anime. Yeah, and Anthony's talking about how with numbers on YouTube don't mean a whole lot. As a matter of fact, my best friend, her daughter was just talking about, well, her daughter's in college right now, and she was talking about possibly starting up a YouTube channel and trying to make a living off of it. I'm like, no, 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 no. It is, you really don't make good money on YouTube. A lot of people don't realize that, but it's a fact. There's not a lot of money to be made on YouTube. It's very rough, especially with all this ad apocalypse stuff that has happened before, and big name YouTubers just keep on causing controversy. So that's why some people have asked me if I would ever consider doing YouTube full time. I can't. It's not enough money to be made. Goodness, fastest game yet. Uh, or to repaint your own pop. I don't really think off the top of my head. Well, actually, as far as repaints on pops, like custom style, I like to see variations on Harley Quinn. I think most of you probably saw in the recent video where I had Queen Bee Customs do that gold and white Harley Quinn for me, and they actually just did a red and green one, almost like a Christmas style one. And it's actually on their Instagram. And but yeah, I think that one looks pretty solid. I almost want to try to get that one too. Alina, I agree. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's fun too. I mean, and me, I'm just into it. It's something that keeps me busy. It's something I really like to do. So I don't completely sweat the money, But yeah, it definitely could be better though. Yeah, Sal, this game is rough. I'm telling you, the Fortnite is a really rough game because you can die in a heartbeat in this game. And you all forgive me. I'm just making sure I pull up the chat on my phone as well so I can try to keep up with anything that I missed. Da, da, da. Okay. All right. And my moderators, please help me out. If I miss any questions you think I'd like to answer, please point them out to me. Injustice on mobile, I played it a little bit. I'm not big on mobile games though. Um, but I do actually still own Injustice. I have the original Injustice downloaded on my PS4. I played the second one. I like that. A lot of people were saying that they would like to see Injustice Pops. I don't know how I feel about that just because now they have so many different custom options for their outfits and everything. I don't really know about that. Um, and the Legion, I think I saw a question about the Legion of Superheroes. I'm not super familiar with that, honestly. So I have to check that out to see what I would think about them. Clint, I'm definitely getting that Green Hornet pop. I think they did a really great job with the design, and they got to do Kato though. I'm waiting for Kato as well, so I hope that happens. Spirit of the Way, I've not seen that movie. I definitely do want to check it out though. And Silly Goose, no, I haven't played Cuphead yet, but I want to at some point. Um, I guess I'd have to try to play it on a computer since it's not on PS4. And honestly, I had almost thought about, maybe I should try to get an Xbox too, but no, I just know I won't use it enough to really justify it. FM, uh, Cat, let me know what movie you're referring to. Are you referring to Spirited Away or something else? As far as what to watch. NSYNC Pops, I don't know. I mean, Backstreet Boys is on the way. You all let me know, like, if anybody's excited about the Backstreet Boys Pops, but NSYNC, I'm really not sure if they would do Pops or not. I mean, now there is Justin Timberlake represented from that his SNL appearance, so it could happen. I mean, but honestly, if they did NSYNC, I don't know like how well those would sell. I'm really wondering how well Backstreet Boys is gonna do. Yeah, Red Hood is one of the main DC characters that needs to happen. Cat, I see you. No boy bands. Backstreet Boys, I think, will actually they might do well because they're basing the figures off of different music videos. So maybe that'll keep it interesting. And then I think they're releasing those. Seems like they're gonna aim for SDCC with those. So it could happen. Silly Goose, a lot of people talk about the possibility of Nintendo Pops. I still don't know if that's gonna happen. Nintendo really wants their characters to look like their original designs, and that just doesn't happen with Funko. So I honestly don't know if there would ever be Nintendo Pops. I'm not gonna rule it out completely, but yeah, like I said, they're very protective of that. SDCC. I think people are I might have put an extra C in there, but I think a lot of people are trying to jump to SDCC way too quickly. I'm not even gonna really worry about it too much right now. Yeah, Ed Sheeran was announced along with who was it? What is it? Motley Crue. Also the Weird Al Yankovic Pops, which I definitely got to get the fat one. The from the his version of Bad. I'm fat. I'm fat. I definitely got to get that pop. I think that one's actually already been up for pre-order. I want to say it's with FYE. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know why in the world I decided to land up here. Uh, Oh yeah, Skeeter from Doug. Actually, he was announced. He was announced the same weekend as the Toy Fair. I did share him in a Funko News video. I don't know why they didn't show him with the original wave for Doug, but like immediately after that, they did share that Skeeter is being announced as well. Ooh, it's about to be another quick death, you all, because I don't have a weapon yet, and I just saw a guy over there with some weapons. Yeah, that Weird Al Yankovic pop, I saw that one. I literally bust out laughing. I'm like, I gotta have that. I think that's one of the coolest things to come out of the toy fair. To be announced at the toy fair, I should say. I'm gonna have to really check out Spirited Away. I see some people saying some positive things about it. I'm just not super familiar with it. Silly Goose, there's not like official announcements with SDCC. The only one that has been officially announced is Josie from Riverdale. That's the only one that Funko has said is coming out. Other than that, there was a leak from GameStop list, and I think that's been about it for SDCC so far. So like I said, me, I really want to be patient. I'd rather see the official images instead of doing a whole bunch of speculation. Okay, the blue man. Oh, the blue man from Las Vegas. um, I'm not trying to think about it. Like I don't know. Like they all look the same, don't they? When they're in their full get up and stuff. So would they really do all three of them as a three pack and basically have three pops that look pretty much the same? I don't know how they would pull that off with the blue man. I got nothing but shotguns right now. It's crazy. And by the way, you all, I really do love Las Vegas. I hope I get to vacation there again sometime in the future. I'd actually love to go pop hunting in Vegas. I know Anthony Nelson is headed to Vegas soon, but yeah, I really would like to get back out there too. Else, I think there's definitely going to be more Nick Pops. They haven't announced more of them other than the upcoming Doug Pops, but yeah, I think they're definitely going to keep doing more with Nickelodeon. You think about some of the ones they haven't done, like from Rugrats. They definitely could do more with Rugrats. Like they need to do a Phil and Lil 2-pack. I think they got to do Angelica with what's her doll's name? Stacy. I think it's Stacy. But yeah, there's definitely more that can be done with Nickelodeon, and that should happen. Yeah, Studio Ghibli. I've seen their animation. They do some really good work. Yeah, that's cool. You see, you all Anthony L. Nelson has said there with Wheelhouse Media. Yeah, he's gonna be wrestling in Vegas over the weekend of he said April 28th and April 29th. I'm jealous. Well, I really do love I love Las Vegas. Kat says she can't wait for Rainbow Bright. Yeah, I know Rainbow Bright is gonna do well. I don't know if they'll do other characters from that series, but Rainbow Bright herself is gonna do pretty well. Johnny Quest. Uh, I don't know. I was never like a big fan of Johnny Quest, but I mean, I know some people would be into those if they did make them. Y'all forgive me. I am trying to listen, make sure I don't have anybody right around me. I've been playing terribly. I know. I mean, this is mainly about talking to you all, but I'm gonna see if I could try to do a little bit better in the game. Minnie Romano. I don't even know who that is. Well, somebody else could have. Well, since somebody brought it up before too, y'all let me know also like what other TV series would you like to see pops from? Cause that is a video I do want to make eventually. Yeah, some of y'all are mentioning. Yeah, some of y'all actually mentioned some properties that I'm not familiar with. That's why I'm not really saying much about them, just because I'm not too familiar with them. Maybe somebody else, in the chat will be familiar with it. But with TV thus far, for the list that I want to put together, I know I want to mention that I think there should be a Dexter pop, and I didn't think he could shoot around the mountain like that. But Family Matters pops. I think they actually would do well, like if they did versions of Steve Urkel. Some people would actually cop that, but whenever anybody brings up Family Guy, I get that voice in my head of Steve Urkel, and I'm like, he's so annoying, you know. But I think some people actually would buy those, like if they did multiple versions of Urkel, like if they did, just regular Steve Urkel, and then they did also like that robot version of him or whatever. I mean, they could do some stuff there. There are some iZombie pops actually. Feel like they haven't made any new ones in a while though. Yeah, with Family Matters, they could do Steve Urkel or Steve Urkel chasing, maybe Stefan, but that's about it. I don't know if anybody would care about the other characters. Pushing Daisies, I kind of like that series. I watched a little bit of that. I did like that series. I know some people have been saying Full House, but with Full House, I don't know. I guess they'd have to do some things to really make those characters stand apart. I think Uncle Jesse would be easy to make him stand apart because of the way that he styles himself. Um, and it's been so long since I've even seen Full House. I'm trying to even think of the other characters' names. The character, the comedian that always would have his little woodchuck friend. I mean, he could have the little woodchuck on his hand, but some of the other characters, I don't know how well they would stand out. Married with Children, Silly Goose Married with Children is actually rumored to be happening later this year. So it's actually possible that they are going to do Married with Children. Oh, Mork and Mindy would be cool. Happy Days, um, Happy Days. They at least got to do the Fonz and Richie. And a lot of people want to see the Office pops. You would think that Funko would be able to get the right since they have done Parks and Rec, but I don't know what's up with that with the Office. Maybe the licensing is a little tricky now because the show has ended and the actors have moved on, but I'm really not sure. Nosedive. Now, Kat, are you talking about the episode of Black Mirror? Because that's the only Nosedive I'm familiar with, which is a great episode. As a matter of fact, um, well, I don't know with Black Mirror. Maybe they could do some Black Mirror pops, but I don't know. I really don't know how that would work out. Yeah, I think Alf would do all right. 90210, could be interesting, I guess. I never really watched that series though. Prison Show. I've seen some people say they'd like to see Prison Break pops. Again, that's another series I really didn't follow. I don't follow a ton of TV series actually, so that's why when if I do this video about TV related Funko Pops that should be made, I definitely will take other people's ideas into consideration. Honeymooners would be cool. I mean, Honeymooners. Honeymooners is hugely important in TV history. There are so many shows that really kind of designed themselves off of the Honeymooners. I mean, the most obvious is the Flintstones. The Flintstones was like directly inspired by the Honeymooners, and then from there you have shows like The Simpsons that has elements of it. I mean, there's a lot of other series too. Even Family Guy, takes some inspiration from it. So Honeymooners is important enough really to do some pops of. I know the Gang Grumps were talking about it though, how it's kind of crazy on with the Honeymooners, how they would like he would casually joke about threatening his wife. I mean, it was all in humor or whatever, but that wouldn't fly on TV today. I don't think that show would work. Not written as is. And I know some people are definitely hyped for those the Smallville pops. Again, Smallville, yet another series I didn't really follow. I think I saw the first episode and that's about it. Home Improvement, I don't know because hasn't Tim Allen had some crazy stuff in his personal life? So I don't know. I'm not ruling it out, but we'll see what happens. What in the world? Oh, yeah, I liked Everybody Hates Chris. I didn't watch the full series, but I really did enjoy the series. But you all, one thing to keep in mind though, with the possibility, yeah, Recess, Disney's Recess. I know a lot of people want to see that, so I think that would do well. But with some series, the characters, um, it's almost like I talked about in my video about historical figures as pops. That kind of guy in a suit issue of the pops not being very distinct. The same thing could happen with some TV characters, so um, it's always going to be about design. Is the design worth it? Yeah, Lame Sauce, hey, Everybody Say Chris was a great series, but at least they ended while they still had a quality show. A lot of TV series, they run way too long and the quality just goes down, so, you know, um, at least they did end on a high note, I guess you could say. Kim Possible, I'm not familiar with, but it seems like that would be popular to do. I doubt. I think there will be. Not. I don't know why I say doubt, but yeah. Faith. I think there will be more Smallville pops because I got a feeling this first wave they're doing is going to sell pretty well. Little Rascals would be. I don't know, little touchy because Little Rascals from the era that it comes from. Even they did some things that were a little questionable. I mean, I wouldn't be like offended if they did Little Rascals, but for some people, who knows? Michael Jordan, I bet for fun, it'd be really nice if they did a Michael Jordan pop, but getting his approval, there's no telling how much that would cost. So that I think that's why there hasn't been a Michael Jordan pop, and I'm not sure if there will be one, because like I said, his to get the rights for his likeness is probably pretty pricey. Yeah, if they did Michael Jordan with some J's on, I mean, yeah, of course that would do well, but like I said, they just gotta getting the rights is gonna be challenging. Yeah, same with Charles Barkley. Pretty much all of these retired players, NBA players, some football players too. It's tough to get the rights to them because I think they have to individually get the rights for each player. It's like the same thing with boxers. That's what. Well, I wasn't completely surprised to see that they might be doing a George Foreman pop. It does kind of seem like out of left field if they do one of him for SDCC. But hopefully if they do a pop of George Foreman, if that does turn out to be legit, maybe that will open up for some other boxers to give up their likeness for some pop figures. Star Wars prequel pops, I think they are gonna do more. Obvious one that's missing is Anakin, like really Anakin from, especially from the third movie. Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna do more prequel pops. And you know what? As much as some people hate Jar Jar Binks, I bet if they do an updated Jar Jar Binks, it'll sell. I'm not saying I would want it, but it'll sell though if they did one. Yeah, they could actually do two versions of George Foreman. They could do him as a boxer and then one of him holding one of his grills. They really could do two different versions of him. Oh, I didn't realize the storm is right on me. Yeah, there's a lot more they could do with SNL, but the thing again with SNL is the rights. I don't know if they like actually own all the characters or if some of the creators own them. Like Wayne's World would definitely be a must. Wayne's World needs to happen, but um, I don't know if like if Mike Myers has the legal right to kick up any fuss about that because Mike Myers can be pretty difficult. Me personally, I'm not the biggest Mike Myers fan because pretty much everything he did after well, I mean the Shrek movies were okay, but after the Austin Powers series wrapped up, is kind of like he's done some stuff that I'm not crazy about. Speaking of Mike Myers, he did that terrible Cat in the Hat movie, but they got a new version of the Grinch movie on the way. If you all have seen the preview for that, let me know. The next Grinch movie, and he's going to be voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch. That movie looks like it's going to be really good. And I'm kind of glad that Dr. Seuss's estate is allowing them to do movies again. But yeah, that Dr. Seuss movie. Obviously, if I had seen the trailer for the Christopher Robin movie, and I did, and it was so not what I expected. I didn't know what the movie was going to be about. I thought it was about. I don't know why I was assuming that it had something to do with the creation of Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh and all that, but that's not what it is. If you haven't seen the trailer, I'm not going to ruin it, but do check that out. The trailer for the Christopher Robin movie looks like it's going to be interesting. Sal, Punch Out. I feel like Punch Out is owned by Nintendo, so again, I don't know if they would give up the rights for that. I would like it, but the thing about Punch Out, I mean, let's be real. Punch Out is filled with stereotypes. So some of those stereotypes, translating the pops, that could be tricky. Street Sharks pops. I think I would be okay with Street Sharks, as pop figures. Even though, I mean, Street Sharks were obviously a Ninja Turtles ripoff, but it was entertaining though. And when it comes down to it, that's what a show is supposed to be, entertaining. I would like to see maybe some of the other shows that were inspired by the Ninja Turtles. Like, I want to see Battletoads. I said that previously. I'd like to see some Battletoads pops. And there's another one. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's like Silverhawks or something like that. I like their designs too. That's another series I think was kind of inspired by Ninja Turtles. Oh, this guy's making it difficult to move now. I'm not familiar with Earthbound, but I did say previously that Funko does have the rights to do Earthbound if they so choose. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, yeah, we'll see what they do with Earthbound. I've never played an Earthbound game, but I'm kind of interested. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Battletoads actually do appear in Ready Player One. In fact, a lot of characters do. But that's Steven Spielberg, so I'm not completely surprised that he was able to get the rights for so many characters there. Voltron Pops, yeah, there's been a Voltron Pop, even though they didn't completely do it justice. It was actually a regular size pop for whatever reason, so it would be nice if they do a Voltron updated. Muppet Babies, yeah, I'd like to see Muppet Babies. I was a big fan of Muppet Babies as a kid. Chris, I see what you're saying about more of Orange is the New Black. I really enjoyed that series for the most part. The last season, though, I did not enjoy it. And I feel like the next season needs to be the last one. Like, they need to go ahead and wrap the series up before it goes downhill. I hate to see series that I like just, kind of going down in quality. So hopefully, with Orange is the New Black, that they will wrap things up properly with it. And yeah, they could definitely do some more pop figures. Uh, With Hercules, I'm not gonna collect the Hercules pops, but I might have to get Hades, cause Hades looks great, and that's probably my favorite Disney. Well, no, that's probably I would say my second favorite Disney villain, possibly because I still like Syndrome more. Syndrome, oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Syndrome from The Incredibles. But yeah, that Hot Topic exclusive Hades is supposed to drop like in the next week and a half or 2 weeks or so. And I know people are gonna be after that chase. There's actually there's Transformers Pops, but the Transformers Pops were kind of quietly released. They were like I want to say either Barnes and Noble or Books a Million exclusives, which I don't understand why. I don't know why they would make the Transformers Pops exclusive to them. But if you ever look them up, like I said, there are some pops of them. What do I like about Syndrome? He's just funny. Like, he's funny. And something else I like about him is that he's one of those villains that you can kind of sympathize with because I mean, Mr. Incredible was actually kind of a jerk to him. I mean, I know the kid kind of got in the way, but he was still highly intelligent. Like, he could have taken him under his wing and taught him to be a good hero. But he left him hanging, and that's what it led to him becoming a villain. So, yeah, I really like Syndrome. He's cool character. Would love to have the pop, but that's not gonna happen unless they do an updated version of him. Yeah, yeah. Killmonger's another great same type of deal. Like, he's justified in a lot of what he does. That's what makes him a compelling villain and a really good villain. And I still haven't gone to see Black Panther again yet. I need to get on that though because that movie is so good. Uh, with the fake pops, one thing to do is check the bottom of the feet. Usually Funko has like certain stamps on the bottom of the feet of their pops, and a lot of fakes don't have that. If there's odd coloration on the boxes, that's another sign that it could be a fake. Also, sometimes where the pops come from, I hate to say it, but a lot of pops that people order if on eBay from like places like Hong Kong, some of those pops end up being fakes. Me personally, I don't think I've run across a fake pop myself though. Yeah, Lena, that's something I almost feel like I want to do a video about that, talking about actually, I meant to do it and I let it slip my mind. See, I just have so many ideas going on. But I did mean to do a video about my favorite villains. And that's something I should get on at some point. But it's just tough though. Like I said, I tend to have a lot of ideas for videos constantly, so some ideas slip my mind. Ooh, I got company in here. Yeah, Anthony, yeah, with especially Marvel villains, the amount of good Marvel villains, especially as far as the movies are concerned, you can name them pretty much on one hand. I think Loki and Killmonger are definitely top. And you could kind of mix and match. Which one is either first or second. Second strongest villain. But ooh, somebody's in this house. I'm trying to be careful. But yeah, those are the greatest villains. And then I think I liked Red Skull, even though he didn't do anything too interesting. There's still I just still like him though, and I still hope that they actually bring him back at some point. Never know. Avengers Infinity War would be a good opportunity to sneak Red Skull in there somewhere. And I know Hugo Weaving, the guy that played him, would be down with it. Yeah, Vulture was a good one too. I did like Michael Keaton as Vulture. But like I said, I mean, you can name the good villains on one hand from the MCU, you know, so they need to step it up with the villains. I like Hela just because Hela was tough, you know, but I wouldn't say she was like super compelling. But she was really tough, and I did like Ego as well. Yeah. So I mean that like I said, that's about five though. That's about five, pretty good villains in the Marvel universe. But beyond that, some of the villains are just so weak. Uh, uh, Still seven players left. I haven't done anything in this game. I'm actually not familiar with. I'm not like a Trekkie. I'm not big on the Star Trek, so I don't really know much about Khan. But yeah, I know he's like regarded as one of the best villains in movie history. Oh, you said the Gummy Bears. Were the Gummy Bears actually a TV show as well? A movie moment with Cap and Iron Man. That's kind of been. Well, they did a two-pack of Iron Man and Captain America. I don't know how I'm earning stuff because I'm not playing worth anything. But yeah, they did a two-pack with the collector core of Iron Man and Captain America together. Magneto's a good villain, but he's not technically part of the MCU, but he is a good villain. I actually recently got the Magneto pop because I felt like that was missing from my collection. Darkstalkers would be great, some more Capcom pops, but Capcom as a company, they got to do better with some of their games because they got so many great characters that they're not handling well. Because that whole, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, just nah, they didn't do well there at all. And I think that did affect the sales of those figures as well. Pack with Thor, Rocket, and Groot. I don't know. Interesting possibility. Wow, yo, I just realized I didn't realize it doesn't feel like I've been on stream for an hour already. Um, I'll go a little bit longer. Well, I'm really looking for questions. If anybody has any more questions to throw out my way, I will try to answer them before I wrap this up. And that was the main purpose of this stream, is just to answer some questions. Since I know last time I mainly just shared some thoughts that I had on my mind, but this time I really did want to try to answer some questions. Questions that aren't in the video that I put up earlier. The Goofy movie, I never watched that full movie, but doesn't that start off kind of depressing? I feel like that movie, I can't remember it for sure. I feel like something kind of sad happened early on. I will play just one more game here, real quick. Shaggy, I don't know what's going on next with the Smuggler's Bounty. I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been a spoiler already. Cool Dude Reviews, make sure you check out the video I did earlier. I answered some of those questions that I tend to get repeatedly. So I did answer that within that video. Yeah, Thor with the eye patch. I hope they do that. I'm kind of surprised that hasn't been revealed. Avengers Infinity War. They're definitely not done with that. I mean, that's going to be, probably the biggest movie of the year potentially. And I'm only saying probably just because I mean, obviously the first Avengers movie did huge numbers. The second one, it did well. It performed well box office wise, but definitely not as popular in the long run. But me, I'm so ready to see. I'm just ready to see Thanos throw down on screen. I cannot wait for that. Chewbacca and that I think what is it, ATST? I don't know if they would put that I don't know if they would put that in the subscription box. It seems like they want to take that to retail, but we'll see. I mean, there's no telling though. You really never can tell with Funko. They do move things around, so we'll see what happens there. And by the way, on my channel tomorrow, I am gonna share my thoughts on the pretty much the last subscription version of the Legion of Collectors box. I've been holding off on that because I do want to share my thoughts about it, even though I know most people have seen what's in it. But I just want to talk about it a little bit. Once I actually see the items up close. I have my box. I've had it for a couple of days, but I've been keeping it closed just to look at it for the first time on video. Yeah, I'm curious how the Black Order is gonna be as well. I don't really know those characters, and in terms of comic history, they're really new characters. So, well, you all, I'm gonna die here real quick, and I'll play another game, but I want to hit this target as part of the challenge. So it's not smart for me to land here, but I'm just trying to hit the target though. And now I'll get shot down probably. That guy just killed both of us. Yeah, lame sauce. A lot of people aren't a fan of Thanos' new look, but this is my thing. I think the reason why they have Thanos looking this way is because he doesn't feel threatened by Earthlings. I think it's a way to show, like, I mean, he's almost coming through casual, like he just rolled out of bed or something. So I think it's a way to show that he doesn't feel threatened by Earthlings. But once he has some tough battles, then I think he will probably gear up completely and have his helmet on again. But we'll see though. Captain Planet, ugh. I'm not a big fan of Captain Planet. It was a well-intentioned show, but I don't know. I wouldn't put down like if they did the pop figures or whatever. But I'm just me personally. I'm not a big fan of it though. And there's a lot of new series I gotta kind of get familiar with before I do a video about TV pops I would like to see made. Yeah, Cat D feels the way I do. Yeah, I'm just not big on Captain Planet. I thought it was really cheesy. It was so well intentioned. I get what they were going for. It had good messages, but yeah, they tried too hard though, I think. Yeah, Lena, I'm after those bullseyes. I'm gonna see if I can find another one in this next game, cause I know I'm getting close to finishing that challenge. Becca, you like Captain Planet? I guess we're still cool. We're still friends. I'm about to go and drop early. I know there's another bullseye over here. Actually, oh, I see two of them. I see three of them. Wow. So I know I need to be on this side of the map to finish this challenge. I'm gonna go to the one at the bridge. Magic School Bus would actually be pretty cool for them to do. And that, I mean, that show is still popular. I know a lot of teachers still play that series, for the students, and I think some young people just watch it on their own too. This guy must have been going for that bullseye as well. Ooh. Ah. Sometimes there's a chest down there on top of that truck. Not this time, though. Alright, lame sauce. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind and check that out. You said Captain Planet and Don Cheadle. I'll check that out. Wonder if that's gonna be one of those college humor videos. Uh, you know, there's definitely gonna be more Care Bears. You see how popular the Care Bears are already. Anything that makes money, they're gonna make more of it. Callie Pops pointed this out to me earlier. He said Funko was talking about their profits and everything, and they said that um Five Nights at Freddy's has been like their biggest seller. And you know, that might surprise some people because they're not into Five Nights at Freddy's, but if Funko keeps making something, that tells you it's selling because they're a business. So you may not like it, but if it's making money for the company, really it's a good thing, you know, because if you like Funko, you want to keep collecting Funko, then some things that you're not a fan of, they got to be made and they got to sell. Supergirl Pops, you know, I have not watched the Supergirl series. I mean, I want to at some point, especially since didn't they have Martian Manhunter on Supergirl? And I really do like that character, so yeah, I need to check that out at some point. They had some other characters I like too on Supergirl because I've seen some of the previews. Like they had Banshee on there as well. Well, I see what you're saying, lame sauce. Z Money, again, I don't know if they're gonna do Nintendo Pops. Nintendo is very protective of their license. Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm not a fan, so I can't really judge Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, I'm glad they're making the Pops for the fans, but I just don't follow it myself. Ugh. Guys, keep on getting these freaking headshots on me. Lone Ranger, I don't know. Again, you know, a lot of these characters that come from like the 50s and earlier on, they can be a little bit dicey just because of the stereotypes associated with them and everything. The Goldbergs, again, I've seen previews of that show, never watched it myself. What I'm gonna do real quick before I wrap up the stream, I'm gonna stroll back up and see if there's any questions that I missed, and also, you know, for my moderator still hanging with me, if there's any questions I missed, you think I should answer before I call it a night, please let me know. Uh, the Magic Killer. What's the Magic Killer, Anthony? Lame sauce. You know I want Wu-Tang Pops. I mentioned that in a video. Well, more than one video actually. Definitely would like to see Wu-Tang. With the Modern Family, do you think they really would stand apart enough? You know, do you think they'd be interesting enough in terms of design to sell? I can't really speak to it because I don't follow that series. So that's why I'm asking that question, Clint. Well, I see somebody pointed out about how well, technically Disney brought some properties from Fox, so that's why we could potentially see some of the X-Men characters now crossing over into the MCU. I've been meaning to do a video about how I would like to see that happen. If anybody would be interested in that, let me know. That's the only thing that's kind of holding me up on doing a video. It's just because, I mean, I really want to do it, but I know it'll be time consuming to do it the way that I really want to. So, If anybody be interested in my ideas, please let me know about that. Johnson, I talked about that earlier. The McDonald's Pops, the pre-orders are canceled. That doesn't necessarily mean that that the Pops aren't going to happen. They just may be released in a different way. They may not be commons necessarily. Yeah, Disney owns it all. I mean, it's starting to feel like Disney has a monopoly on entertainment almost. It is kind of crazy how much they own at this point. And by the way, you all, other than okay, cool, do reviews. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could get around to that. But yeah, this weekend I'm looking forward to playing some more Fortnite. I'm not gonna do another stream this weekend. I'll give it a while. It probably won't be until the end of next week before I do another live stream. Um, and this weekend I really do want to binge watch Jessica Jones. I know that's like a lot of people aren't really big into Jessica Jones on Netflix, but I like it. There is definitely some plot and pacing issues with the first season, but that's really been all of the Marvel Netflix series at this point. But I want to check that out, and looking forward to Luke Cage later on this year. And I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen with Marvel on Netflix just because Disney is going to do their own streaming service, which I think they're trying to start up next year. So, yeah, I think a lot of things that Disney has the rights to are going to be pulled from Netflix. That's going to be a big hit to them. Yeah, Alina, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, yeah, Disney's gonna have their own streaming service, so a lot of stuff that is gonna be pulled away from Netflix. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna if they would still allow them to do the original, the Marvel series, but time will tell on that. We'll see what happens. Have I ever played Cuphead? No, not yet. Yeah, Freeze Cola. I guess we do. I'll tell you what, you all, real quick. I gotta get one more bullseye. So if y'all stick with me for a moment, I'm gonna take care of that, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. After that, I just gotta get one more bullseye for a challenge. And yeah, I know Fortnite is real popular. I was saying earlier though, I want to do some other games on stream as well. I'm really thinking about streaming Bloodborne because that's one of my favorite games of all time. And now it's free on PSN, so I know there's a lot of new players that are jumping into it. So yeah, I really am considering doing a stream of Bloodborne and maybe Rocket League as well. I want to kind of get back into Rocket League and see what's going on there because I haven't played that in a long time. Got around to seeing it. I was interested in it. I thought the preview looked good, but I never actually got to watch it. So y'all let me know if the Peanuts movie, the animated Peanuts movie, was good. Yeah, and Rocket League, I know they've added a lot of cosmetic stuff that I haven't even seen yet. There's like new cars in there, like more than one version of the Batmobile. I heard that there's a Rick and Morty ride too, or something like that. Um, but oh, I'm trying to remember what part of the map I need to go to. I need to go down here. Okay, so yeah, that Peanuts movie, I do want to try to check that out at some point. You see, not as good as the classic cartoons. I like some of the classic cartoons, but then some of the classic cartoons were kind of depressing too. Like a Charlie Brown Christmas, that Christmas song is so depressing. I'm like, why is a Christmas song so depressing? Yeah, Freeze Cola, I do have Instagram. It's all lowercase letters RECK79. So that's my Instagram. And I'm cool with you following me, but just go easy on those private messages. I get way too many private messages lately. And I know I'm a night owl, but still it's kind of weird having so many people hit me up in the middle of the night. So yeah, just if you follow me on Instagram, go easy with the private messages. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me, Alina. That Christmas song, it's like, it's like, why does it sound so sad? Now, while I'm still finishing up this last game here, I had thought about telling you all about some things that have happened in the comment section recently. Y'all let me know if y'all want to hear. Um, I hate to sound like I'm griping or whatever, but if you want to hear about some things that have happened in the comments lately, just let me know. Oh, Snoopy come home. Yeah, I've heard that's a really depressing one too, but I can't even remember that cartoon very well. Okay, so in the comments, and let me try to refresh my memory real quick. You know, if y'all follow my channel for a good while, especially if you watch Funko News all the way to the end, I talk about how some people make it obvious when they don't watch the videos. So I know earlier I had one guy, he was like, he asked me about when a particular pop, oh, he asked about Yondu, that's what it was. He asked if Yondu had restocked, and I'm like, I already addressed that in this video, because I felt like he made it pretty obvious he hadn't watched. But then his response was, "Yeah, I did watch. I'm just curious." And I mean, maybe it's just me, but that doesn't make any sense at all. If you watch the video, then why would you be asking that question? And I always say it's like either people want the information or they don't. So I don't understand why some people skip through it and then I ask a and then ask a question about something I already answered in the video. Also, in Arrested Development, I don't know if Arrested Development is still popular enough to really do more pops on. But also, I ended up blocking one person just because, and I really don't like enjoy blocking people, but if I could tell somebody's going to be aggravating, then yeah, I block them. So I had a kid, and I'm assuming it's a kid, earlier that, and I can't remember the full details because since I blocked him, of course, I can't see the comments anymore. But he asked about a particular figure, and I pointed out that yeah, it's being made, which is fair enough. And then he asked about a release date, and you all know how I feel about people asking about release dates for Funko because with most collectors, I think people realize Funko doesn't always have firm release dates. And I even made sure that I put it in the description of the last Funko News video that if I didn't give a release date, that means that I don't know it and that there isn't one. So I told this kid, I was like, please make sure you read the description. And he's like, oh yeah, I usually don't read the description, but I'll make sure that I do that. Okay, and in the description, like I said, it says if I don't know a release date, I mean, if I didn't say a release date, that means I don't know it. He still turned around and was like, after I guess reading the description, he's like, okay, cool, but still, when you learn a release date, could you do a video to let me know? And let me tell you why that rubs me the wrong way. I make videos for the collecting community, not for individuals. So for individuals to ask me, can I make a video like I'm making it just for them? I just don't like that. I constantly uh, yeah, I constantly just make videos to help out the community. So I don't know why people feel the need to ask me to make videos as if I'm asking them for them. And this is my thing too. As much as I love to help the collecting community, um, nobody's my boss. I'm my own boss. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people try to make it seem like I'm doing this just for them. That's a very selfish attitude, in my opinion. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. Exactly. That's selfish. I don't like when people be like, "Well, could you let me know?" And also, the reason that bothers me is because yes, I do help out the community as much as I can, but I don't like lazy collectors. you know, what happens sometimes, and this happens a lot, and this happens a lot in the comments, is that I might say, okay, this figure is just released, it's with Target, check it out if you're interested, and somebody will be like, well, could you send me a link? In the time that somebody asked me for that link, that they could have just simply went to Target's website and looked it up. So I do links sometimes when I think something is gonna move very quickly, and I want to help people out in that way. But other than that, I don't like lazy collectors. Like, either you're gonna collect or you're not. And I've even had some people, again, I think a lot of times it is young people, try to blame me for them missing out on a figure. Like, I don't collect for other people. I try to help out other people. But, if somebody has a bad experience with the store, like shipping damage, or if somebody misses out on a pop, I have nothing to do with that. I'm just providing as much information as I can. Son Goku, you need to check out. I did a full collection video back in November, and you'll see most of the customs that I have in that video if you check it out. Yeah, absolutely. There are some people, they get frustrated with Funko, they get stressed with Funko, and they try to put that on my shoulders, but I don't work for Funko either. I think I've done a lot to help out the company, and I'm not really, that's not me being arrogant, but I get people telling me on a regular basis that they started collecting because of my videos. So, but still, when it comes down to it, I don't work for Funko. I'm not responsible for what Funko does. I'm not responsible for what these stores do. So yeah, I don't like people trying to put that on my shoulders. Elsa, did I miss something? You said you're apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up, but uh, Ethan, that's awesome. Those Chrome Pops from Avengers Infinity War, they look really good. I don't know if they're gonna release stateside or how they would release them here in the States, but I really do hope that it happens. Just one vid just for him? No. I think I've said this before on stream. I feel like I did, but um, I can't remember for sure. Since I can't remember for sure, I'll say this real quick. Because I know how my personality is, and I'm honest with myself. Uh, I have a boss at work, but outside of that, I can't stand anybody acting like they're my boss. Especially when it comes to YouTube, because I do YouTube for fun. So, some people acting like I got to do something for them. It's like, nah. I mean, I do what I want to help out, but that's about it. Iron Spider with arms? Yeah, I hope so. I know they recently put out that image. As a matter of fact, I want to say it's Entertainment Weekly or some other major publication that just put out their Avengers Infinity War images, and you see more of the designs and what's going on. Freeze Cole, you say I deserve a reward. I already got a reward. I mean, I got a lot of friends, I've made from doing YouTube, and then also people are nice enough, sometimes to send figures my way, which is very cool. I mean, I don't always ask of that, but yeah, I definitely get a lot of love back from the community, so that's reward enough for me. You live in Melbourne, yeah, where that's where they released. But yeah, they're supposed to, those Chrome Infinity War Pops, they're supposed to appear at some more conventions, and then hopefully they'll make it stateside. This game's running longer than I thought it would, just because I haven't seen anybody yet. But like I said, you all, this will be the last game that I play, and I'll wrap up the stream right after this. Oh, something else. I'm gonna put this out there, cause let me see. Um, get to some safety first here. as I was about to say, I really I want to try to find somebody that could do some artwork for me. Like I know there's been some people on my channel that have shared some artwork with me of their designs of Funko Pops. But yeah, if anybody knows an artist that could do some designs of Funko Pops, please let me know because there's a particular video I would like to do, but I'm not an artist like that myself. So yeah, definitely reach out if you know an artist that could help. Yo, that 10-inch Thanos, yeah, I want that too. Freeze cold, I see what you're saying, but my resources are kind of short. That's why I was just trying to get around that mountain to protect myself. Sal, you take it easy. Yeah, I know y'all did basically just because I needed some rest. Sometimes when the body needs rest, you just can't fight that. So that's what happened there. I don't know any more about that Door Asia exclusive right now. When I learn some more, I definitely will share. Oof, goodness. Wow, I didn't even see how I got killed there. Anthony, you must be looking up something. Let me give Anthony a moment to look up what he's looking up so he can share that information. Deathmog, you said I was right about She-Hulk in what way, though, exactly? Johnson, what's up from the Philippines? Fortnite on mobile, I don't play a lot of mobile games, so I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not big on mobile games. Like the only mobile game I play right now is Hearthstone, and I used to play Hearthstone on my laptop until I had some issues with my laptop, and so that's really the only reason why I played on my phone now. Uh, Yo, I'm just waiting a moment to see if Anthony wants to share some information here real quick with somebody. Yeah, Jess, I really hope they come stateside as well, but we'll see what happens there. Tyler, what's up? Augusta, Georgia. You're not far away from me, so that's cool. While I'm waiting, for Anthony to share something if he wants to, I'm gonna let you all know that, like I said, the next stream will probably be, oh, Cali Pops here in the Hearthstone. That's cool. But my next stream is probably not gonna be until the end of next week. Probably it'll be Thursday again. Um, I'll give you all a heads up. I'll kind of give you a window of time because I don't want to repeat it tonight. Like I said, I started later than I intended to, but that's just because I needed some rest. But yeah, I'll try to do another stream, a week from now at least. And then at the end of next week, that's St. Patrick's Day, so I will have the drawing for my latest giveaway for the custom glitter pops from Queen Bee Customs. Which, if you haven't entered that giveaway yet, you might want to go back and find that video, the Queen Bee Customs video, to find out how you can enter that. And I've been running this international giveaway. I haven't received anything yet for my international giveaway. The person, whoever wants to enter, is supposed to send me a postcard or a letter. It hasn't happened yet at this point, but we'll see. They still got some more time left because I'm not doing that drawing until towards the end of the month. And I know it takes a while from things, to come international, but we'll see what happens. Tyler, make sure you check out the last video that I put up earlier today, because that answers that. Make sure you check that video out. Oh, Simply Toys will have the Asia exclusive Thor. Thank you for sharing that, Anthony. Okay, so and by the way, Anthony, please send me that link personally after the stream if you can. Cause Simply Toys, I don't think I've heard the name, but I don't think I'm super familiar with them. So please share that with me. Okay, like I said, I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. And Clint, no, I don't play any Lego games. I'm not really big on those. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for the stream. I really appreciate my moderators, Kat D, Becca Lecca, Wheelhouse Media, which is Anthony Nelson. I really appreciate you all sticking with me because this is the longest stream I've done at this point. I didn't intend for it to go this long, but since I did start late, I figured I might as well keep it going a little bit later. But yeah, again, thank you to everybody that came through. I know some people had to go ahead and check out early, but yeah, I really do appreciate that. Again, Cali Pops, Anthony Nelson, he is a Wheelhouse Media. He's a friend of mine. He's also a wrestler. He does a lot of stuff. And he's the guy that actually helped me get Notorious B.I.G. I told my pop story about him. And, as far as the next edition of our Funko Pop stories, I am going to give some details about that pretty soon on my channel. But yeah, again, I want to say thank you to everybody that came through. I definitely appreciate you all for taking the time to come on out and yeah, make sure you stick with the next one as well. I want to try to do these at least once a week, and as long as there's a lot of support for them, then I will keep them coming. But yeah, that's going to do it for this stream, and I will talk to you all again real soon.